Hey, how you doing? I'm Mark Crandall.
And I'm Brad Crandall.
And that's Cam on the cam.
Cam on the cam over here.
That's him. Yo, welcome to Earth News. Let's get it done.
Let's get it. You want to start it off?
Yeah, let's start it off. Pandemonium as more than 80 escaped ostriches run loose through a Chinese city. Drivers in a Chinese city captured video when they came upon an unusual traffic hazard, a flock of more than 80 ostriches racing through the streets late at night. Video is captured early Saturday morning in Shongsong City, Guangshan Zone Autonomous Region. I hope I nailed that. Nailed it. Showed dozens of the large flightless birds running through urban roads. Now, local police said the ostriches escaped from a local farm through a gate that had been left unlocked. Police say that most of the ostriches, were rounded up and returned to the farm. I wonder about the ostriches that just disappeared. You know,
that reminds me of that Family Guy. Why are there so many ostriches?
Don Knotts and too many ostriches. Why are there so many ostriches? Jeez. I was told there would only be a few ostriches.
Ostriches are huge, actually.
Well, let's roll it right there. You see the ostrich butts rolling through the street as they're running away. So, yeah, 80 of them.
Check this out. Lost ostrich runs alongside traffic on the busy highway here in China as well. Right next to the car.
Oh
my gosh. Can you believe it?
So they just kept rolling. I wonder if it was one of the 80 ostriches that were mostly found.
Right? They're just so funny. I'd love to have some of their eggs.
Yeah. For ostrich eggs, omelets are where they're at.
Well, that's a good story.
That's not bad. Well, what about the Los Angeles mega mansion that just became the most expensive property in the United States? This 105,000 square foot Los Angeles mega mansion, look at it, huge, absolutely huge, became the most expensive property in the United States when it was listed this past Friday for $295 million. And so this home is in Bel Air. It's known as the One. Neo status, and it was listed Friday by Brandon Williams of the Beverly Hills Estates and Aaron Kirkman of the Kerman Group at Compass. So the debt on the One, which was owned by Miami, grew to more than $180 million. And in 2021, it was placed into receivership, and it will now go to auction if it does not sell by February.
Yeah, like, who is supposed to be able to afford that house?
Well, I'll tell you who. They already have some interest from a Saudi royal and a wealthy Chinese buyer, in quotes. He said he expects further offers from cryptocurrency buyers looking for investments.
It looks like a Lego house.
It's pretty massive.
Crazy.
It's pretty massive. Is that a helicopter pad?
Yeah, no, it was a basketball.
Or a basketball hoop?
I'm sure
it
has a helipad.
Probably has a helipad. I wouldn't doubt it.
I just closed that. Speaking about huge, did you see that funny video of that big elephant swallowing that woman's hat?
Sorry, Jim. My sister just gave me that.
I wonder if that's like a trick they taught him, you know?
It's so funny.
It just looks like they're on a random safari, though, in that video.
I don't know.
And it's just like an elephant knew to do that.
What acting, too, by that elephant.
I wonder if it's something like those monkeys that, like, will steal your hat or sunglasses. So the guys who run the monkey park will just throw an apple at them. And they'll have to, the monkey trades the apple for the hat or sunglasses,
Smart. The animals are getting smart, man.
Wasn't that place like crazy because of COVID?
Speaking about monkeys, you hear about that monkey in space?
What's going on
No,
now?
it was actually an astronaut. Mark Kelly once smuggled a gorilla suit on board the International Space Station. He didn't tell anyone, and he just like busted out this video. You gotta check this out. It's so funny.
That's
You probably
wild.
saw it. It went viral.
Yeah, it did go viral. Well,
Pretty funny.
he's moving pretty fast. And speaking of moving fast, there's a woman that just ran across New Zealand in under 21 days for the Guinness World Record.
Really?
Yes. A British woman living in New Zealand broke a world record when she ran the length of the island nation in under 21 days. Emma Timmis, 37, is a British national living in Kaiapau, New Zealand. She started running this past December 18th in Cape Regina and completed her journey 1,300 miles later on Friday when she crossed the finish line in the Bluffs. Her official time has not been released, but by finishing her run in under 21 days, she beat the previous Welsh runner, Mina Evans' world record of 35 days and 27 minutes.
Wow.
By more than 2 weeks, she beat it.
Jeez.
So, that's fast.
You barely run for like 10 minutes.
I'm barely doing a 5K. I signed myself up because I said, what the heck, you know?
Which one?
I'm doing the Frozen, what was it? The Frozen 5K. It's hosted by the Cincinnati Cyclones while I'm
Nice.
in Cincy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some footage of that.
Yeah, I'll take it at the finish line after I've either walked 5K or just run out of breath because I actually made it. Maybe I'll just quit. I'll take the T-shirt, take a bib, go to a Cincinnati Cyclones game because you get a free voucher and call it a day.
As long as you get the T-shirt.
Yeah, that's the prime objective right there. That's what I paid for.
Speaking about getting paid for, what about that woman who was making all that money selling her farts? Did you hear about that? She was jarring her farts up and selling them. She made over $200,000 because people just love to buy her farts, apparently.
It's so wild.
It's funny, too, because it's funny but not funny. It depends how you look at it. But she was hospitalized.
It's a gas.
From the gas, yeah.
It's
like if you
it's
think
funny.
she was,
It's a gas.
no, she was hospitalized from selling her too many farts. So you gotta wonder, was it because she was smelling too many, or was it her stomach? Because it says it was because her stomach, because she was eating too many like beans and different things like that. Fiber.
Grabbing all the.
She got
fiber powder
she got
you
hospitalized while trying to keep up with skyrocketing demand. She was on the 90-Day Fiancé, Stephanie Matto. She claimed around $200,000 from selling her bottled farts on her fans page. However, one morning after consuming large servings of protein shakes and several bowls of black beans and soup, she experienced a sharp shooting pain in her chest and heart, and took a toll on her body. All those farts. So be careful.
Kids, just don't sell your farts. That's all. That's all you got.
No. She got greedy.
She got greedy.
You
can sell your farts, but please don't get greedy. Yeah, don't get greedy and just start taking all this fiber to try and speed up the process. You know, we all know that Mentos and Coca-Cola is the way to go.
Really?
Yeah. No, absolutely. That caused like an explosion in your stomach. Who knows? You saw what it did on Wreck-It Ralph.
That's true.
And all those videos online. So I'm gonna throw it back because there's a problem with crows. In California City, in which thousands of crows have become a public nuisance, is turning to a potential high-tech solution: lasers. Fire the lasers. Residents of Sunnyvale, not Sunnydale, that's a totally different trailer park, said the crows are seen flocking over the downtown area, covering sidewalks, outdoor seating areas with their droppings. Mayor Larry Klein said that I wonder if he's related to Mike, Angry Mike. Mayor Larry Klein said that the city has tried numerous methods of driving the birds away, but none showed any long-term success. They've tried multiple things. They tried falcons. They put reflectors on their trees. Nothing seems to help. The city is starting to pilot a program to test green lasers to drive the crows away. In quotes, it's far better than spending hundreds of dollars to spray the sidewalks every few weeks or spray wash Murphy Avenue because of that health risk. I have real concerns, though, about the use of lasers, remarks Matthew Dotter, executive director of the Santa Clara Valley Audubon Society. He says that lasers might be blinding the birds, which is a death sentence for them because they can't see, fly, or feed properly. But lasers it is for these crows as of now.
Wow, that's crazy. All those crows in the Bay Area. Huh?
I just wonder, the light show. It's gonna be a cool light show. It's got that the hide and seek technology from Squid Game where it just points the laser at anything,
that was a good show, by the way.
Great show. Squid Game, great.
Advisory.
Morbid, but great show.
Morbid. A little creepy.
Definitely a little creepy.
Right. So speaking of crows, it's funny. There was a speaking crow. There's a friendly. Oh, I keep hitting this table. Foul-mouthed crow befriends an entire Oregon elementary school before the state police had to be called in. And it was a foul-mouthed crow, and became kind of a temporary mascot at the Allendale Elementary School in November when the bird took up residence in Grants Pass School. This crow showed up at our school just out of the blue one morning, said Naomi Imel, an education assistant at Allendale, over the phone on Thursday. It began looking into classrooms and pecking on the doors. At one point, it made its way into the 5th grade classroom, where it helped itself to some snacks. And so the bird wasn't aggressive at all and seemed to love the kids. It landed on some people's heads, she said. And she added, it spoke. The bird could say, "What's up?" and "I'm fine," and a lot of swear words.
We have an audio clipping right now of that bird.
Get off my... Take this hat off my... You guys, I hate...
We can't actually air what the bird said.
Exactly.
So, sorry about that.
What's up?
So what's up is going to have to do.
So it was the weirdest thing, and Animal Control came out and decided it was not in their jurisdiction to catch the crow.
It's not our job. Not my job.
The officer was able to feed it from his hand. They didn't want to net it because if they missed, it would remember. And all the grades came out to witness the attempted capture of the talkative crow. The crow seemed to enjoy the attention, playfully chasing kids around the track. We thought it would fly away, but it didn't. The kids were like magnets. Ultimately, the wildlife trooper was unable to capture it, who spent the night outside the school. It turns out the talking crows aren't just something out of an Edgar Allan Poe poem. It was real.
Nevermore.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
I mean, you think in the elementary were they doing math class? Were they counting crows?
Story goes on and
on. So we have some more craziness as a herd of elks actually halts traffic on a North Carolina highway. So recently, traffic on a North Carolina highway was brought to a standstill when a herd of elk approached the road and decided to cross. Dean Clower captured video, and I think we have some video right there, of the elks traveling on the highway. So they caused a traffic jam by crossing Highway 441 in Cherokee, North Carolina, which is near the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Clower's footage shows some of the elk running across the road, while others casually walk to reach the other side. They are native to this area, but populations dwindled due to overhunting by European settlers in the late 1700s. The National Park Service started to reintroduce elk to the region in 2001. and hopefully they make it back.
Yeah.
Or wherever they're
seriously.
going, hopefully they make it back. Because a herd of elk, I mean, I've never had elk meat, but I heard it's good.
I heard it was good too.
Some
And,
million follower guy keeps talking about it over and over again, so maybe we'll have to try some.
Yeah, so apparently Washington counties call for extended cougar hunting season.
Oh, it's not at the
they
local bar?
decimated the outcasts. Yeah, not a,
This cougar hunt is not at your local bar.
yeah. So these things have just been taking out the elk population. So kind of messed up.
So they have a hunt.
Yeah,
You know,
extended hunt
for the
season.
cougar.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I think California, you're not supposed to touch cougars, mountain lions, any of them. So they've there was actually a story of that little girl. She's a 6-year-old that was approached by a mountain lion, and the mother fended the mountain lion off until the local wildlife society could get to him.
Wow.
So yeah, it was wild, literally and figuratively.
That was wild.
What do you got for us now, Brett?
I got everything.
I got a bunch too. We can talk about dolphins if you want to talk about
Sure,
dolphins.
let's talk about dolphins.
All right. This is if you're watching the public TV version, you're not getting coverage to this story, perhaps. So female dolphins, they now have found they have a functional clitoris that provides the dolphins with pleasure.
Oh.
So apparently, I'm not really sure what caused scientists to start studying this, but according to a study published, they have discovered that it is a like structure with sensory nerves and near the entrance. So it suggests it could be stimulating during copulation. Apparently, they studied 11 bottlenose dolphins that died of natural causes in Massachusetts at Mount Holyoke to come up with this data. The male dolphins, though, are still trying to find it. So, that's a rough
So if you
one.
love dolphins, there you go.
Welcome back.
Anyways.
If you'd like to hear the dolphin story, go visit our YouTube page. Anyway. So.
Well, on another note, anti-5G necklaces have been found to be radioactive.
Oh.
Kind of
It's so try to protect
productive.
one thing
Yeah.
and counter it.
Anti-counterintuitive.
Yeesh.
No. All right, so
that's the opposite. Get sick by trying not to get sick, supposedly.
Necklaces and accessories, yeah. The Dutch Authority for Nuclear Safety and Radiation Protection, ANVS, issued a warning about 10 products it found to give off harmful radiation. It urged people not to use the products, which could cause long-term wear.
Jeez.
Radiation.
Look at that thing. It doesn't even look like it protects 5G.
No. So,
It's like it's a mystical stones box or something.
The products identified included energy armor, sleeping mask bracelet, and necklace. A bracelet for children branded Magnetix Wellness.
Oh, I was looking at
also
the wrong
found.
picture. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so I mean, just be wary if you buy any of those things. You know what else people are doing with
It looks fashionable, I guess.
Yeah. Did you hear China also made this like nuclear sun? Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about this yet.
Oh my god.
What?
So they made this this like nuclear like ring that gets hotter than the actual sun.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, hold on.
That's kind of intimidating, and I just watched Don't Look Up.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just like, it broke the record for longest sustained nuclear fusion.
Oh, is that it right there?
Oh, hey, this
Do not look into that sun.
yeah, dude.
Do not look into that sun.
Do not look into this.
Just don't look up.
Now it's going to be Don't Look Down.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or Don't Look Over.
Yeah,
Just hide it. You know?
So, if you're curious about global warming,
This is going to help, huh? This is going to
might
definitely help that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That might help it out.
When we all get a couple
radiates-
more degrees of weather, increase in the next year, it's because
Yeah.
China's testing their sun.
The latest experiment, superheated plasma reached 126 million degrees Fahrenheit. That's roughly 5 times hotter than the sun. Isn't that insane?
Jeez.
Coal and natural gas are the primary energy sources currently used around the world, but these materials come in limited supply. Nuclear fusion could be the cleanest energy source available because it replicates the sun's physics by merging atomic nuclei to generate large amounts of energy into electricity. The process requires no fossil fuels, leaves behind no radioactive waste, but potentially could kill everybody. So
there you go. So yeah, if you find some 50-foot tsunamis coming our way, China's testing their nuclear sun.
Yeah, exactly.
So well, I'm gonna bring it back to dogs now because we all love dogs.
I love that.
And now apparently it's found that they know when a language is from a foreign tongue. So dogs don't speak human languages, but they do know when you switch from one language to another, an intriguing new study finds. We know that people, even pre-verbal human infants, notice the difference, says co-author Laura Kuya of Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest, Hungary. Nailed it. First researchers taught Kung Kung and 17 other dogs to lay motionless in a brain scanner. They played excerpts of the book The Little Prince in both Spanish and Hungarian. No matter what language the dogs heard, a brain area known as the primary auditory cortex showed distinct activity patterns. There was, however, no evidence that the dog's brain had a preference for speech over gibberish. The older the dog, the better its brain distinguished between the familiar and the unfamiliar language.
Wow.
So dogs know when you're talking to them in a different language. I wonder if it's kind of like, you speak up. If you highlight your voice, you can go, hey, who's been a good boy? And they start wagging their tail.
Yeah,
or you get, also, you go, bad dog, because they notice the tone as well. So I wonder if different languages, have different tones.
Right.
Like German.
Yeah. And let's bring back, I
think we got time for one more story. Yeah.
Bring back a story that we touched on about cougars, but a different type of cougar in this next story.
Oh, this is the cougar that's at a bar. At your average bar.
Yeah, exactly. A mom gangbanged by daughter's friends. Cops uncovered details. The 40-year-old mother from Florida, surprise, gangbanged by 5 of her daughter's male friends from a high school. The illicit encounter went down during a party at her home in Manatee County. When the cops showed up at the scene, the woman was drunk, and they soon learned the sick reason why it all went down.
So the dolphin story is no good, but that gangbang we could put on the air.
We'll put them all up.
We'll put them up on there. Cancel that, only on YouTube. But you should check us out on YouTube because we are looking for sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Just make your checks out to cash, please. All of them.
Yeah, not Venmo anymore because, there's this new $600.
Yeah, so anything, make sure if you are doing
administration.
Venmo, make sure it's $5.99.
Yeah,
exactly. and
just under 600.
Just under 600. We don't
or
want
they'll
the
tax you
IRS.
on it.
That's right.
You gotta put it on your taxes. So.
That's absolutely right.
Beware if you accept money through Venmo because that's that.
And watch
that's
out for
taken in-
cougars at student parties. Where were these moms when I was growing up? You know what I'm saying? That's all. One could
anyways,
wonder.
yeah.
But, Cam, you got anything over there for a last minute?
Camp.
I may have a correction on you guys. You guys were quoting the Raven from Edgar Allan Poe when you were talking about crows.
Oh.
So
There we
They're
go.
in the same family.
they're in the same family. But
Oh,
they're different.
well played. Yes.
They're different.
No, Odin
Right.
didn't have a crow on his shoulder. That's for sure.
Yeah. No fake news allowed
Nope.
on Earth News.
Well, jeez, we're already wrapping up. We're at time.
yeah.
I'm Art Crandall.
And I'm Brad Crandall.
And
Camera Cameron.
Cam on the cam.
And
And we'll see you then. Till next
see you
time.
Next time. Adios.